Hi, Adam Bazalgette here, founder of Scratch Golf Academy. Today, let's look at early extension. It's a much talked about subject. Some extension, not early extension, is okay. In fact, is good. More for a long club than a short one. I'll show you a great drill with a cup that will really help you figure this out for yourself. It's not difficult stuff, at least in concept. So what is extension? We're not talking about extension of the arms now, we're talking about the body. It's this kind of movement. If you reach for something on a shelf, you will extend because you can reach farther. It's anything in this category. Typically for the golfer, we're looking at both ends of the spine, the tailbone, the neck bone, this kind of movement. So a great way to look at that. Your golf bag's perfect for this. Just drape a towel over the back of it. And if you see when you hit shots or you feel that your hips leave the bag before you hit the golf ball, usually resulting in your upper body moving up, you're early extending. We do need a little bit of extension though. Let's have a look from here. So is any extension good? Well, absolutely it is. If you look at a golfer and how much they're bent forward at address, you'll never see a great player look that bent forward going through the shot in this fashion. So some extension is good. We need it in the through swing, just not too early. Let's have a quick look at the pros and how this would look a little bit different to suit the purposes of driver versus, say, shorter iron. Tiger Woods many years ago in the Tavistock Cup in Orlando. Let's have a look at the difference between, say, the driver and the iron. It's the same round at Lake Nona there. And let's go maybe at that point in the follow-through. Let's do it with the shorter iron here. And there's no question his chest is pointed more up. He's extended his upper trunk more for sure on the driver than he has the iron. And of course, the reason he's trying to do that, he's trying to catch this driver with more of an upswing, and that helps that to happen. If you like this video, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel or give us a like or whatnot. Or perhaps share it with a friend. Thanks. Okay, great little drill here. Get a cup. I've got a water bottle in this case, and I put it on my chest, but the microphone's there, so I'll put it right here. Pretend you've got a club in your trail hand. Now, as you go through, if you early extend, your cup or your water bottle is going to be pointed up in the air too much, and this is important, beyond the target line, in this case out to the right of the target line. If you stay too bent over, it will tend to track and point at the ground a little bit too much like that. What we're looking for is as we shift our weight and as we move through, the cup does begin to rise, but points maybe a little above horizontal at this point in the through swing and out there towards the target, not to the right of the target in case of the right-hander's golf swing. Now, typically, when you see a player, this is pretty common, comes over the top and squashes down on it, divots to the left, pulls and slices and the like, typically they need a little more extension to get the club up in front of them a little bit more, or a little earlier extension if you like. And typically if a golfer, which is less common, gets stuck back here, drop kick shots, hits big high pushes with option for hook, they're extending too early for sure. So play around with it, don't overthink it until you can get the right feel with your torso extending at the proper moment. Let's have a look from here. So the key is varied practice, play around with it, do some slow swings without the ball, and if you're trying to reduce early extension, in other words, if you have that tendency, feel a couple of things, feel both ends of the spine. I'm not just going to feel like I keep my rear back, I'm going to feel like I almost slightly bend forward more with my torso. And the other key thing, you have to stay in balance and move. I've had this problem in my swing, and this is a long time ago, still have the problem occasionally, but a long time ago I used to work on it and stick my hips against something behind me, painful on my back, didn't help me much. You have to stay balanced and stay in motion. So do it at a speed you can do it. I'm feeling like I add a bit of body tilt, increase my angle, then extend, make some smooth practice swings, and then start to apply it a little bit with some shots. And remember, again, for a driver, you're going to need to swing a little bit more up. So we're not saying this, but we are saying your chest will point more up after contact, not quite so early or so much for a short iron. And final word on this subject, unless you're super flexible, you are highly unlikely to be staying against that right into your finish. You're almost certainly at some point after impact going to leave that spot just a little bit. If you watch the incomparable Bobby Jones, you won't see that. You will see free motion and his rear end staying all the way back there. Kind of a golf genius, obviously super flexible. So play around with this idea, get the cup in there. Again, relax your body, stay in motion, stay balanced. You can do it.